even I don't know why we actually all came late today, but like it's alright. So I'm expecting others to join, probably like 4 or 5. So we are going to like be quite a lot in number, because like majorly most of us are not even here yet, and it's like already 8:30. Like I've been waiting for like the past 20 minutes actually. So it's alright. So wait for like 5 more people to join, then we'll start the class immediately. We're doing sending the slides before even anybody can even call. I know that they're so bad. First of all, I don't think that Bellingham did anything. I'm not gonna lie. I do think he could have, stopped moving. They didn't even taking the ball. The ball had already gone this way. He now dragged him. I'm not even going there. I'll plug my. Okay. I think we equal over the battery already. I'm going to start the class. So, but I'll be waiting for like 20 minutes or like 26 minutes. Yeah. So, with probably others are going to be joining us in the process of the class already. So, good evening, everybody. I need response, please. So, I'm going to know we are actually all following up, even if it's just reactions or something. I'm waiting for anybody to actually respond before I actually comment the class already. So in absence of no response, I'm going to wait to actually get people to respond before we actually start the class. We're actually really few here, and I believe that if I start the class now, I don't want the situation whereby somebody actually start asking me to come over, come over, come over again. So I don't know if people are actually not joining today, but I think I'll just start from wherever it is. So I don't know, have you guys been sent the course outline for tonight? I need active response. So I'm not actually going to that I'm working with some people right now. Okay, I'll tell the admin to send it to you right now, immediately. So I'm going to, so we are going to like follow up. You guys are going to like follow up while I'm actually explaining. So like I said last week, we are going to like try to design something on Corel Draw. And yeah, did you guys also do your assignment that was on the PDF that was sent to you last on the slide, sorry, that was sent to you in the last. Which is okay. Hey, as I'm on me. That's good. I don't know. So I think we should just start now. So I'm not going to actually waste each other our time. So I think they are going to send material after the class. That's what they said to me already. So I will just share my screen with you guys. So we are going to do what we have. So basically, I'm coming. So I'm able to open the. I'm coming, please. I want to like open the slide. Uh, Starting with three: graphic design mastery. Then we have identification of vector branding. A brand is more than a brand is more than just overlapping circles. This hour focuses on translating raw pencil sketch into scalable vectors using Razor tools. We will then learn how to manage undefined color palettes using CorelDRAW styles Dockers to create comprehensive band kits. So page layout and print presentation. CorelDRAW is an undisputed king of commercial printing. We will learn how to master multiple page documents like brochures, set up global master layers, and understand the critical anatomy of print, bleeds, and margins and crop marks. So the logo design workflow. Personal logos rarely begin on a computer screen. The blank canvas is intimidating. The workflow is to sketch first, then digitalize. Important. Sketch 1 to 10 rough concept of paper using a pencil or pen. Important. Take a photo of your best sketch to bring into the CorelDRAW file. Import or Control I. Transparency. Select the image to use transparency to lower the capacity to unlock the object so it doesn't move. Tracing. So I think in today's class, I'm going to explain something to you guys that before you actually can design a logo, you need to know that before designing a logo, you should have an idea, not just logo, even before designing a flyer. So why you want to design something, you must ensure that you actually have an idea. Basically for me, my own personal experience in graphic designing, if I want to design, I will just use what's it called? I will just go online. Probably I want to design a what's it called? A probably hairdressing flyer. I'll go online, check for the picture, check for a flyer that I think I would like. Basically, you can go to what's it called? You can go to Pinterest. There's so many websites you can actually check for ideas. The idea, this is just basically for you to have something you are working with. You can actually work from your head too. But sometimes it is more better if you actually sometimes if you actually see some flyers on the road, and when I'm searching online I actually see exactly the same flyer. It's not just because that it's not because it is what's it called? Sorry, it's not because this thing the person just has a guideline, something to work with, something to follow. Do you get? That is why they basically sometimes clone some flyers. So it's more advisable on my own side that if you want to design something, you can have a guideline, something you're going to use. Probably you want to use these two colors. You actually check if the color can blend on the flyer you're designing. Because if you're designing some flyers, then you will see it's sometimes the design, the color might actually not go with the design that you're actually designing. So it depends. And even logos too. If you want to, let me say, AI now has actually upgraded. So basically, if I want to design something, or somebody give me an AI design something, I will actually notice, not because I'm a designer, but because I what's it called? Sorry. Not because I'm a designer, but because I know that this thing is actually not supposed to be this way. There's some AI generated what's it called, flyer that I actually see, and I know that is actually AI generated. So basically your own flyer should always look very different. Your own flyer should always look very different and be unique the way you can actually put it. So logos too, on the other hand, you can actually use AI, probably not to generate a particular logo. Now every logo must define whatever they are doing. So let me say, for instance, you have an hairdressing logo. You can actually use the person's name, you can use a letter logo. Probably the person's name is I don't know, probably Mia's Beauty. You can use MB Mia's Beauty. Like you just design it. Like you just give it a whole entire thing to define what you're actually working with. You can use some vector what's it called too, illustrations. You can use your sketch. You basically don't have to know how to draw before you can work with Corel Draw. So in case you actually feel like probably drawing is an issue, that's why you cannot design. Nah, it's not like an issue. So in absence of that, we are going to just I'm going to teach you guys how to use um Corel Draw to like create flyers. So we are going to try to create a flyer today. And I'll encourage you guys to actually also try to create a flyer for your own self. Practice make perfect. So you might not get it immediately, but it's one of the most simplest thing you ever do. And trust me, you might be very good at creating logo and not be very good at creating flyers. Just depends on how good you want to. It just depends on how consistent you want to be. And also, you have to be like very consistent in your flyers, in your logos. You have to make sure you are trying your best in designing according to the brand you are designing for. Because you cannot, there are some logos that does not even define the brand at all. So your logo is actually defining your brand. The logo is the brand. Because sometimes if you actually see some logos, like let's say for instance, if you see Nivea, if you see I'm trying to think of brand names that I know that I can actually like give you guys. If you see HP, yes, if you see HP, if you see like some brands, even Apple, you want to see the back of the phone, you already know that this is an Apple brand. It's not just because of the fact that they named their phone Apple, it's because of the logo, like that's what you use to identify them. Even somebody that is actually not educated can actually identify the logo that is actually an Apple brand is because of the logo. So the logo is actually how defining your flyer, is defining your design. So I don't know if my screen is still shared. So basically today I will just be like they said according to your what's it called, your admins, they said they will be sending you guys the slide by the end of the class. So I think you guys should just try to go through it once again. So we'll be talking about the pencil. I think I explained about the pencil the last class. The pencil is the most important drawing tool in any vector software. It allows you to place nodes exactly where you want. Clicking, creating a sharp crisp node with straight lines, clicking and dragging, pulling out control handles, creating a smooth node for sweeping curves, closing parts, closing the part, hover over your starting node until an arrow appears, then click the close shape. So I want to ask if we are actually logged in or our app is opened. Our CorelDRAW software, is it opened? Please, I need response. And can you guys actually see my screen? You guys cannot see my screen, right? And also, is your CorelDRAW open? Okay, so since your CorelDRAW is open, I'm coming, please. I want to like try to share my screen with you guys so we can actually both see the slides together. So, oh, so as long as we can all see, what's it called? I'm going to share my screen now. So we are going to all, since your CorelDRAW is open already, I'm going to share my screen. Then we are going to go through the slides together. And I still wonder why you guys actually didn't join much today, because like we are really really few, but it's alright. Then after I share the screen, show you guys the slides, I'm going to go to my CorelDRAW app and work on it. So we're going to be talking of developing the brand kit. Sorry, I hope you guys can see my screen now. So a logo cannot survive alone. You must provide a brand kit. So brand guidelines to ensure client material visual consistency. We have the primary logo, the full logo, icon and text. We have the secondary slash sub mark, the simplified version, just the icon for social media avatars and tight space. And then we have the color palette. We have exact CMYK. We have RGB, HEX codes for brand colors. Never tell its clients use blue, tell them to use. So these HEX are like the color codes. Basically, these color codes are what like, let me say you want to get a particular color and then you didn't get the color even after like trying to use your color dropper and all like that. You can just like, there is always a way you check the color code. I'm going to show you guys. So like, let me say you actually save the color code, you'd be like, oh, this is the color code I used and all like that. And let me say somebody asks you now, like a designer, that I need the color code for this thing. You actually know where to bring it out from and all like that. We have typography, the specific font families used for headline and body text. So while you are designing, the body text is always definitely going to be different from the headline. You can use the same fonts, but you don't play with fonts because it's going to make your work look very dirty and rough. So basically, you just use some particular fonts. Let me say the the headings can be like probably what's it called? Times New Roman. Times New Roman is actually an official font, or Montserrat. Montserrat is like a very nice font that we use while designing. And then the body too can actually be Montserrat, but like it can be a smaller version. It can be Montserrat, like not bold and all like that. Then we have the UI spotlight, color styles docker. If a client suddenly decided their color, they want their logo a slightly darker blue, you shouldn't have a manual recolor 50 different objects. Color styles. By saving a color as a style in the color styles docker, it links globally. If you change the base style in the Docker, every single object in your document using that color updates instantly. This is crucial for large branding projects. So I think I'm going to show you guys how we are going to work on these parts of the slide. Then CorelDRAW for multi-page layouts. While using Illustrator, is strictly for single canvases. So CorelDRAW is built like a desktop publisher. It handles multiple page documents, brochures, magazine menus with ease. So Page Navigator, located to the bottom of the left of the screen, click the icon and constantly add a new page with the exact same dimensions. So I think I showed you guys that last week, where you can actually add a page, and like you can even open like two files while you're actually working, and then you just go back there. You can even copy and paste from a file to the other file. It's actually that easy while you are working actually. So UI Spotlight, the object Docker is your control center for managing layers across multiple pages. So workflow, keep your text on separate layer from your background graphics. This allows you to lock the background so you don't accidentally drag it while typing. So we are going to go to that soon. Then we have guideline and alignment, eyeballing. Alignment ruins professional layouts. You must use mathematical precautions. So guideline, click and drag directly from the top or left rulers only onto your canvas. This creates non-printable blue line. So don't worry, I'm going to show you guys how to actually have what's it called to your rulers while you're actually working. So then we have the print theory. We have the CMYK versus the RGB. So if you send the wrong color mode to a printer, the beautiful bright color will come back looking muddy and dark. So the RGB are red, green, and blue. So I think I explained this in the other class, whereby the RGB is used for Instagram, websites, videos like that. Then it emits lights. Color are vibrant and bright. Mixing the three colors creates pure white. So basically, this RGB is for social media, designs. Like, it's going to make it actually look more better than CMYK on your phone. So the CMYK is cyan, magenta, yellow, and black. Used for physical prints, business cards, billboards, and flyers. Reflects light. Colors are physically printed ink, so they appear darker/muted. Mixing colors creates black. So basically, this one is for when you want to print out your design that you've actually done to print out at your printer. So if you don't, what's it called? If you don't, if you don't put it to CMYK while printing out, it is actually not going to come out well. And if you don't put it to RGB while exporting as an image or probably a PDF for your phone, it will actually come out well too. So the anatomy of print, we have the bleed and margins. Actually, I don't really think this is like system, but I'm going to explain this when we're actually working. Commercial cutting blades are not 100% perfect, so they can shift by a millimeter. If your background stops exactly at the edge, a slip of the blade leaves an ugly white silver. So let me say, when you want to design, when you're actually like on your design board, there is a way we actually edit it that we don't start particularly at the edge, so it is not going to, what's it called, your designs are not going to, it's actually going to be nice, but imagine you want to print out and then they printed out that same exact size and they have to cut it out from probably something or somewhere. They actually cut a letter out of it. That is all. That is the end of the design because it is not complete. So yes, that is what the anatomy of print is talking about. Then we have setting up bleeds in CorelDRAW. How to prepare a document properly before sending it to the printer. Create a document in CMYK mode. Double click the page shadow or go to layout document. Okay, I think we'll do this. This is like a practical aspect. Then thinking first, the printing disaster, the scenario. A client needs a business card design they made themselves in Microsoft Word. It has a solid black background. They took it to a commercial printer and printed the cards. Came back looking terrible. There are thin white lines on the physical edges of the card, and the black background looks like a washed out muddy gray. Prompt: based on the rules of professional printing, diagnose the two massive technical mistakes the client made regarding their layout, margins, and color mode. So I think we will. So now I think you actually start with the CorelDRAW class now because they are really like a lot. So this what's it called? This PDF, this slide that I actually sent to you guys is just talking about the last part of the. I think we should actually design a business card. I don't know. I think that would be better to show you guys what I'm trying to explain. The We'll design a business card and or a flyer, any one of the two, to explain the whole what's it called? The cutoff, the bleeds and margins, the anatomy of print and all like that. So I think I have explained the RGB and the CMYK aspects for you guys. So and I also actually had an idea that I was thinking that we are actually going to design together. I don't know if others can hear me. Probably it's on your own side. Maybe. So I already turned off my screen actually because I want to like switch to CorelDRAW. So I'm coming please. So I'm going to like log into the software. I want to like try to switch to camera, but like I sometimes find it hard to get the app. So I'm coming, please. I'm so sorry. Sultano. Mi ló ń kókó kí mo fẹ́. Ó ṣàwárí. Mi ò sí rí smart. I'm so sorry. I'm finding it very hard to navigate the app. That's why. So I want to switch to my camera so we can actually like work with this and everybody will be done. But it's not working. Okay. I'm so sorry, guys. I don't know why I find it very hard to navigate this app. My sincere apologies. I still find it hard to like. Uh huh. I would like want to switch to my camera, but like I don't know why it's not working. No, I don't know. We have like issue at this point. Because it's not like my the the app probably is the app or something. Probably is the app. I don't know. It's not working, and I really need to actually explain these aspects for you guys so we are going to understand. Oh my gosh, I'm coming, please. I'm so sorry. I'm actually delaying you guys, but like it's really a lot on my side. So So basically, the camera is not actually switching on, and that is the only way I can actually explain all of this to you guys. So now I think I don't know what I can do right now because I really need to explain this to you people. That is the only way I can actually feel at ease that okay, we're actually going to have already started designing before the end of this class, and now it is not that way. So, what do you guys think we can do? Because I really need to. I'm coming. Like I don't know why it is like this, and it is very very annoying because I don't even understand the app particularly. So, gosh. So can I don't know how because I want to know if you guys can actually now what's it called? We've explained most of this thing that is on the slide. Just like probably the just like the what's it called? I want to show you guys the practical aspect so we can work on that part. And so we've had the practical class already. It's just sorry, we've had the I've explained it already, so I just want to explain it more better to you guys. So you're going to understand better. Do you get? And no, I don't know why it is actually not working. So I think now we are going to have the practical aspect, but I can. Can you turn off your music audio mic, please? So I hope you guys can see the screen now. I'm so sorry. I just like it won't take time. This won't take time at all. Just for us to like create like a very little design. I just want to show you guys how like the whole design stuff work, and that is all. So I think I'll make it a like I explained to you guys the other day. My own default for like designing is going to be 1000 by 1000. So I use pixels because it's going to be a social media post. That is why I did that. So yeah, this is 1000 by 1000. And like I explained to you guys the last class, I said you just double tap this, and that's all. I have the whole this thing here. I have my workspace here already. So this is the workspace, yeah. And then now, we talked about ruler and something like that. Then this is where the ruler is. This is you can just drag it down here. You can see it's actually in color blue. So you can just see like few inches. So let me say if they want to cut, like you want to post something now, everything is going to be on an aligned form. So I put my ruler at the whole four edges. So it's going to be easier for me to work with like that. Then you can just move it at the far side. So I don't know what I should design for you guys tonight because I didn't really plan much. But like I think I will just work on something very, very simple. So as you can see, it might not be perfect actually, but like I try my best to make sure every side I put here What about now? I'm so sorry, I didn't check if you guys can see it or not. What about now? So now, let me assume, like, if for those that could not see my screen the other time, you just come here. You can see this side that looks like a ruler, and then you drag it. You can see that it actually came out with something. So this is like what you use to probably when you are designing something and you want to put the alignment or something, and you don't just want to show yourself, you can use the ruler. And you can see here too, right here, like this now. You can see, like I told you guys, anything you click actually changes with whatever tool you are using at that point in time. So that is that for that. I'm going to be deleting, and you can also delete it actually. So now I think we should just probably design something very simple. I'll go through my flyers and pick something out. Probably a sorry. We probably should just create a lip gloss brand. You can basically just import it to your Corel Draw, but I'm just doing it in an easier way for myself. So let me just say I click on Control I, which is Control Import, which means import actually. Then I come to my documents, probably pictures, documents, and I pick. Let me say I pick this, and I import. I basically don't want to do much because I'm just thinking of something I can actually like just quickly do or something. So let's just say this is this and I want to increase this. Like I told you, before you can increase something, you have to click on the node. This is it here. Then I want to power clip it right here. Power clip inside. So I told you guys already that when you are working, you should, on this your workspace, this is your whole screen, right? But this is your board. Like this is where you have to work. But you can actually work outside the board. But you have to work. All your designs are to be within your board. Any other thing you have behind it should be deleted. So I just want to do something very, very simple so we can just see that we can actually work with so many things. Sorry. Let me say this. Let's say I want to create something for a lip gloss brand now. Let me say like probably a very fast flyer to post on an Instagram or something. So finish. Then right here, I can reduce, or let me say I will just probably add something else on it. I already double clicked the rectangle tool. So you can click on F6, then I want to give it a color, probably this. Or let's just say I will just drag this and put it here. I hope you guys are all following me. I'm just giving you guys something very simple we can work with. Then I will just use my transparency tool to make it transparent. Very transparent. So we can just do it this way. And probably let's just try to now create a logo. So since we have our flyer, we are trying to design for a. How about now? Oh gosh, I don't know. Okay, so now this is like I use the transparency to just add a shape on it, and just I added a rectangle on it, and that was nothing serious. So then it has to fit with the page, just to be sure nothing is left out. And mind you, you can actually also power clip it inside this side. So power clip inside, and here you go. Then you just edit it from the inside to make it easier, and boom. So, and that is it for now. Then let me say I just want to do something very simple. Let's see, probably I'll call the name of the brand M okay, I have to click on the text too. And let me say I want to just write MS perfect PRF, then that's that for that. And let's say basically here we have it. I don't want it together, so I can just say Control K. I can just I'm coming, please. Convert to curves. So when you actually convert it to curves, and you can edit the text like this. So I actually forgot to tell you guys about this part of CorelDRAW, that you can actually convert every text, everything to curve. No, like anything, you can actually convert it to curves. So now I convert this like curves. Probably I want to edit something. Now let me say I increase it and I just drag this side. You can see I'll actually converted it to curves to just get that. But I'm actually not working with that. I want to control. I'm coming. I want to like try to think of something very simple for us to just work with. Control Z, Control Z. I hope you guys are actually just trying to do something on your side, to not just like watching. Like you can actually be checking whatever I'm doing, but like if you're just trying to do one or two things on your side, it would be more helpful. Sorry, this is like basically not my phone, so it's quite hard. So you click on Control Q to actually put them apart. So I was thinking of just something very simple. You can use, we can change the fonts from to make it more bold, so you guys can actually see whatever I'm doing. Probably from this, let me say, no, I don't like this. Let's see, okay, MS perfect. Was this what I use? Be strong, so you can, as you can see, we actually have different fonts here. We have different fonts here, sorry. We have Be Strong, we have Beauty Diary, Band Script, and here, right here, if you see this arrow at this corner, if you guys can actually see what I'm saying, if you see this arrow at this corner, you can see that there are actually other fonts. There are bold, there is regular, normal, and all like that. And here too, you have Arial Nova, all this, all this, all this, all this. You can see. So like behind it, you can see that there are other fonts. When you see this little arrow, so many fonts here. You see. So if you actually want to work with something, you can just use something different. Probably you want to make one bold and the other not bold, like that. So let's come back to our logo. So like I said, you can use different type of things for your logo. You can use, see, logo just depends on how the client actually wants it to be. You can pick something and just say, okay, this is how I want my logo to be, and then it will actually come out well. Just depends on how the client wants to be. Let me give you guys an instance now. I think I created something one time. I don't know if I can still find it around here. Sorry. Sorry, please. I would like want to check. I think, do I have any here? So basically, this is like one of my logos that I created for somebody. Like I told you, you can actually like open two what's it called? You can open more than one what's it called page on your CorelDRAW. Like now this is one workspace and then this is another one, and then see, and then I can actually add another one here. And right here you can actually add a page. So let me say I add another page below right here. You can see this plus sign, add a page. Like now this is like 3 different pages. And also you can actually duplicate your page too if you want. Probably you are doing something and then you want to duplicate, you want to do something. Let me see right here. I just say this is it here. Duplicate page, insert page. You can put the page before, you can put it after. You can delete page, switch page orientation, all those kind of things like that. So it just depends on whatever you are doing to actually design what you are working for. So let's say we'll just use this MS Perfect. Okay, like I was saying, I had something. So like this is a logo. If you guys can see clearly. So this is like a beauty salon, and she said she wanted something very different. So I thought of it that this is the L here, which is like, I can't really pronounce the name like that. So this is the L here, and then I just added this. Like I tried to design this myself. You can actually also trace out, like it was said in the PDF, that you can actually trace out your logo. You can use this tool, the freehand tool, to actually trace out. And then right here you can see that it actually defines beauty, because you can see the eyelashes, the crown, the hair, and then right here you can see that it has, see, he also fixed nails and all like that. And you can see this is like I think the eye, then I used a paint something for it like that. So there are so many things that you can actually make your design with. And if I should actually tell you that this is an image behind what's it called? Let me show you guys what I did. So now this is an image here. Then I have this another image. I have the text. You can see this is actually an image behind it. I just try to like make it look very different, because you have to do something. And then this is like the whole background stuff. Then I just try to, you can see, like just to give life to this thing. You can actually also use image on your designs. Depends on how you put it, if it's going to work with whatever you are doing. And now let me say right here, this is the color. So I can just use this to pick the color, and let me say I finish whatever I was doing, then I come back here. Let me say I just come back, I come here, I pick the color I want, and I place it on the background. As you can see, everything are actually like the same color now, like the black is blending with each other. Just depends on how you want to do it. And also, if you watch, I actually have rulers at the edge of whatever I'm doing. This is because I want my work to be well aligned. As you can see, there is alignment with this. There is alignment with my ruler. There's alignment with my rulers, like to make sure that the image are not like exceeding a particular point, and to make sure that my text too are on the same line. So back to what we were doing. Sorry. Let's say this is Miss Perfect. Let's say we actually want to use pink to like make it very fine and all. So let me say I want the color of my lip gloss. So just select this. Let's say I want the color of our lip gloss actually. So right here, you can see while I put this on our lips, you can see that there is actually like a very small something. This is the hashtag 720E1A, sorry. this is like the color code that you actually work with. This is what you see, every color has its own code. This is to show you that there are different colors at this place. So the color code is actually going to be able to help you differentiate whatever you are doing. Let me say finish and come here. Right here, you can actually see this is also where you can actually get your color code. So my color model will be RGB. Then let me say that this is where I see color code here, and let me say this is the color code, because I think you can actually name your color here, and you click on, let me say I click on this, you can see the color code actually changed. I hope you guys are following me though, because I know that the class is actually quite boring, so then I'm so sorry. So this is color code. This is color code D4155. This is another one, C20. So let's say we are picking from here. I'm just showing you guys that you can actually get your colors from this side. Then let's say probably I want it. This is another set. This is how, let's say, like the Kiniko. I can actually add something else here. Then I'll just work with the gradients. I clicked on this actually. If you can see what I'm doing. This is also another. This is pattern. This is bitmap pattern fill. This is 2-column pattern fill, texture pattern fill. You can see there are actually different type of pattern fill, but I don't work with that. Just basically, let me say I will use my normal color actually. Then I'll just click on OK, and that is it. I have it on my MS here. So I just click on it from here. So then I have it on my MS Perfect. So let me edit this back to how it was. Come right here. Mind you, this is a lip gloss brand, so if we don't want to really do much, we can just, the color is actually showing is a girly brand, because the color is going to define that, okay, well, this brand is actually for a female or for a male. Then let me say I want to like add some ceramic to it and or like that. Let me probably say I want to add shadow to Miss MS here. Shadow too. What's going on? And I think I've told us before that we can actually change the color of our shadow from a particular color to another color, just because just depends on how you want it to be. So let me say if I change the color of my shadow, let me firstly break the shadow apart. Control K, so you guys don't forget. Then I already break the shadow apart already. So let me say I don't know the color to put that will make it very perfect. But like let's just continue with what we have here. Then we have the MS. I hope you guys are following me, Sha. Then let me add shadow on this. So I think right here, probably I'll just want to add a little bit of gradient. Then, no, I don't want to make it transparent. Where is that? So, no. I think there is an upgrade here. No. No. I think there's an upgrade in my Corel Draw. I want to add something else to it, so that's how I was trying to check. So I'll just come here and try to edit it from here instead of, since I cannot find my gradient over there. So let me say I want this side. You can pick your color. Let me say I'll just use this. Aha. Then I put this here a little bit, and probably I want to add another color. So I'll just double tap here to give myself another color, and probably I want it a little bit deeper like this. Then this will just be at the middle. Okay. As you can see, this is it here, but I'm not sure I'm a fan of what I did. But let's just like still work with this. Yeah, I think it's nice. Then let's say same thing to the one at the middle. You can just move this here, pick this. Another color right here. So let's say this is what I just want to work with. This is not particularly what I want to work with per se. But let me Control G. Control G is to group your work. So it's actually not going to be moving around, and then while you're working, you're just shifting one into the other. So let's just say this is Miss Perfect. MS Perfect. This is like our logo for like the meantime. So let's say I don't want it on top of this. I probably like Miss Perfect. I don't know, just depends on whatever you want to be. Your brand is just lefty. I'm just like trying to just do something. Like I'm just trying to show you guys how we can work with the tools. Do you get? So you like it might not be what I'm doing, you're actually doing. You can just do something else. So let's say this is our whole Kinecon, and let's say probably like just to show you guys that you can actually work differently with these tools and all like that. Say we get, so let's say like there are different ways you can work with the tools, and just giving you guys instance on some other things. So like I said earlier, if you don't have like an inspo you're working with, sometimes it actually gets very hard, because while you have an inspo, that is where you can get different things that you work with and all like that. So I'm not sure I really have like a lip gloss brand I've worked with. So I want to check if I have any picture. Okay. So like for instance now, this design is like something very, very simple we can work on. I'll just tell you guys how it worked. So this is just like a picture of the lip gloss. Then we have the lip gloss, whatever, right here, like the whole font here. And then we have a shape right here. And then we have another shape right here. And then we have their logo up here. So I don't have this image, but I think we should try to do this. Let's see if it's actually going to work for us. So you guys get, so I just don't want us to like do something like anyhow. So I think I will work with that. I will Control I my what's it called, my image to my CorelDRAW workspace, which is imports actually. Then import image, then I'll put it down here. Then right here, so basically the next class I think I'll try to add internet connection, or if not that, we'll just have to explain to you guys how to remove background from images and all like that. You per se might not use CorelDRAW to remove the background. You can just use a whole different website for that. So like just like a website that actually removes background for designs and all like that. If you want to remove your background for something, probably want to add an Instagram page, or you want to add Instagram or Facebook or something to whatever you are working with. So let's say I reduce this a little bit because you're actually working with something already, but this image is not what we're supposed to be working with. But let's just try our luck. Then this is Miss Perfect logo. But basically, our images, our text should actually not be on the image. Is can be on the image, but like you can see, if I put this here, we're already contradicting what we're actually supposed to be explaining. So let me just say I put this here, and then I pick my rectangle tool, and I put it right here. Let me see. I'm just like showing you guys. So we'll just try to copy, not like per se we are working with that, but then I bring it here. So I reduce this. It's a little bit. I drag it down. So since I have my ruler, I can just work with alignment that way. I put this down here and reduce it small. And also, it's more advisable if you want to get quality images, you use Pinterest or something. You use Pinterest or other apps, like other websites that are actually going to give you very nice image, because the quality also drops sometimes. So before, if you don't want your quality to drop, you just like work with whatever it is. So then let me say I put the color here. Then that is that for that. Then I remove my, you can click on this side. You can click on this side here where you can see my arrow. If you guys can see. So sorry. Yeah. That side that has that red slash to remove your outline. And you can actually you can broaden your outline too if you want it. Then let's say that, and then I'll put, let me say control C and control Z. You move it. Oh, sorry. So you can duplicate something actually, which is control D, and then I have another duplicate of that. And so because I want the two to be on the same line, let me say this is where I want the first one to be, and I put it here. Then I bring this one down here too, and let me say I put it here. So now basically they are both on the same line because my ruler is going to help me work with my alignment. So I want to remove my outline. Control Z. You right click to remove your outline. You right click here to remove your outline. So let's just write something, probably FR. Okay, you need to click on your text, then put it here. Friday, let's say. Let's say probably Friday. Then I click back here and I bring it here. So I'm then done. Let me say Friday 20th July. So I can actually reduce my text size too to fit to what I want. Let me say I want it to probably like 11 pt. So I think this is too small. So let me say I want it to like 16. I move this to the middle center. Then I want to change my text. I don't like that. So probably I want something more official. Let me say I use this. Then I increase my fonts a bit to like 18th. So basically, I want the fonts, like I want this to show. So I'm dragging it, like I'm trying to broaden it. So right here, you can see that there's actually changes in the font size. So if I want to type here, I want it to be the same size. Probably that's how I want my design to be. So I'll just copy mine. Control D, and I'll put it here. So let me just say I'll just write Friday here because I don't want anything serious. You can actually edit it from here. So if you want the same, let's say the same text size, you can just copy and paste on the same next size. Oh, so just to let you know that I want these two to be, oh, sorry. I want these two to be aligned close to my ruler. Then, let me see, I move it up where my ruler is. So I'll do the same thing to this because we really want to work with alignments. Alignment is going to make a word work very neat and nice. So this is not like well placed. Then let's say we have Miss Perfect, we have Friday and July. I don't know. I don't really want something too serious. Then let's say we put making lip gloss skill 5. So I want to show you guys actually how we're going to do this. So this I'll just show you guys how to do that part. So we are going to work on it. So we are going to round up the class. Then I'm going to show you guys how to just do a little business card if that is necessary. Or I think that should be your assignment. So you're going to design at your own side. Just try to use the shapes or anything at all you want to do. You can just do anything. Just make it different. Then let me say, I'll just write here. Lip gloss. I'm coming. And I want another. Oh gosh. I hope you guys are following me, and yeah, I just hope you guys are following me though. That's just what I need to know. So let me see, making FMAKING lip gloss skill FIVE. So basically, I might not have these fonts. So we download fonts on CorelDRAW. We download this, like I will not I'm going to explain that because I think probably that will be the last class. I don't know. I can't really say. So I'll know I'm going to explain that. Let's say I'll leave my making like this, but I want it a little bit more bold. But let me have. You can see we have Arial bold. So I want it more bold, or let me say Arial black. I like this. No, I like this. Then I want to like just move this a little bit. Aha. Then this lip gloss, I can just and control K D2. So I'm going to like put them apart from each other so I can make the design I want to make. So then I will just change my font. I'm not sure I have this particular font, so I will just look for something similar. Now, let's see. No. No. Oh my gosh. Do I have something similar? No. No. I need something very similar to that so you guys can actually understand what I'm trying to explain. Oh. So basically, these cursive fonts are used for like some particular brands, like let me say feminine brands, those beauty brands and all like that. Probably we should just work with this, but I'm not sure that is what I want though. This is too serious. So basically, the reason why we're using for this type of fonts are like because I think let's just work with this Mangola script, I guess. I move this here. Although it's not cut, see, cut. It's not what I want, but I'll just work with it. As you can see, it doesn't have any arrow to show you that there are other fonts next to it, probably to make it more bold or something. So this Q5, I bring it here. Trying to remember what I do. Please, I'm still on text. Ah, I hope you guys can actually see what I'm doing. Text. So I want to fit to path, straighten text. So I want to fit to path, which means I'm going to put it at this corner of this lip gloss here. I hope you guys can see this fit to path. So I'm going to put this next to this here. So let's click that, and so I'm going to be so right here you can actually see that there is a format we can work with here. So if I want it like this or like this, so basically I think I'll just work with this first. Move it here. Let's see, I'll move it here. I think that is not what I'm supposed to use. Straighten. Okay, basically, so sorry, I think I have forgotten. I was supposed to firstly draw a circle behind this. I actually totally forgot that. So after you draw a circle, you just lay on. You just move it here where this S is. So it's going to fit with whatever is there. Then let me see, I want to give it an outline. So I'm going to see wherever I'm going to see what I'm going to do. Then let me say I bring this here. Then I want to fit to parts now. So I think it should definitely work here. So as you can see, here we go. So now I'm going to increase one of these. So now I have to, so you know where you make your mistakes. So I'll just try to edit my circle to be a little bit bigger, so it's going to fit perfectly for what I want to use it for. Then I come back to my text, I fit to parts, which means I am fitting it in like, let's say like this. So basically I think it is you. think in color, let's say I want to like edit this. I don't really like the change my color. I want it a little bit lighter than the usual. Let's see, I want it to be this color at the middle. So it won't just be there, and I want some. I don't know, I think that one is too light, too deep, sorry. So let's say I like it like this, and okay. So basically on our what we're actually trying to work with, we have skill 5 here. So it's supposed to be like my skill under here. So I think I would like to work on that again. I'm so sorry. I know that I made a lot of mistakes, but I guess it happens sometimes. So I have my let me just type it again. SKILFIVE Then I think I drew a circle just now. So I'll just bring my circle here. Give it an outline. Then I think it should be the other way around, not how it is. So I wanted it to be like underneath the text, but I don't know where I'm making my mistakes. So I think I was supposed to. What did I do wrong here? I'm trying to actually get what I did wrong, so I'm going to edit it. Like, find it hard to. So let me see. Probably. If I put it here, it should work. Let's see. I guess. Because I actually can't, like, I can't get what it is. No. Basically, I was actually supposed to fit it. Mm-mm. Basically, I'm supposed to fit it here. So I'm actually going to know what I'm working with. So let's say this is my, sorry. I'm making a mistake somewhere, but like my phone is low, so I don't even know how I'm going to explain this that you guys are going to understand. So basically, if we want to do this, we just put it like on where we want to like edit, where we want it to be. Let me see right here, and then I try to like edit my. Sorry, I just like edit this to how it's supposed to be, but like I don't know what I'm not like. Let's see here. Sorry, are you guys actually following? I'm almost done already, so we are going to. No, we're actually done for tonight. So basically, my text is actually not supposed to be upside down. Something is wrong somewhere, but like I think I've actually wasted a lot of time already. So in the next class, I'll be explaining these aspects more better. But like just so you know that you can actually play on your, you can play with your 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 what is it called, your rectangle tool. You can work with everything together. So like I think with this little thing, I don't know if you guys actually understood a little out of everything, but like this part I'm actually going to work on it and explain to you guys in the next class. I don't know why I'm actually making mistakes with that. I work with that a lot. So that is that. Then let me add another page to just like show you guys business card or something. I'm not going to be designing. This is my business card size, and right here, let's say I double tick, I click on this twice. This is my business card size, and let me just say I add a circle right here. And then I give it like, I'm probably blue, and I remove my background. And I move the power clip it inside here and finish. And I also remove background of this. And let me see, I give this a, I don't know, which color can I remove with this? I give this something like this. And let me say I have the name and I have everything. So basically you can just like work with something like this and actually get a business card design. But if you want to do that, we'll actually find the formats that we're going to work with and all like that. So I think, do we have any questions yet? Because I actually have a very low battery already. And my battery is low. So any questions? In the next class, I promise to explain the business card aspects more further and all like that. But like, I think it's actually yes or no, and in the absence of no response, I think I will just call it a day because nobody's actually responding. So thank you all very much for your time and have a nice day. And if you have any questions, you can put it on the group and your admin will forward that to me. So, bye.